What's up, everybody? This is going to be your love reading for this week. So hopefully this reading resonates with you guys and any way that it's meant to resonate. So keep in mind, these readings are general. They're not personal ones. So, only take what may resonate with you in regards to your specific situation. And if you don't find something that resonates, then chances are this is not the reading for you. The only way that you'll ever really truly know if a reading is meant for you is by getting your own personal reading. So if you guys would like to book me for a personal reading, you guys can check out my website and all of the different readings that I do have. Once you guys do purchase a reading, make sure that you email me to set up your booking date or time if needed. Please send me proof of payment as well, because sometimes the name on the email address does not match the name that the payment was purchased under. So if you guys could be so kind to do that as well. If you guys have questions about my readings or my availability, please email me directly as well. Everything you need to know will be in the description box below. Also, if you guys would like to follow me on Instagram, you guys are more than likely to do so. So let's go ahead and tap into the energy of this connection itself. Like, what's going on within the connection, the overall energy, what's surrounding the situation. And then I'm going to look at both parties. Where's your love energies? Where's your love energies currently? Whenever you watch this, current love vibe energy. Okay. So this is a time of rest. This is a period of, this is a time of self-reflection. I see, if you identify yourself as a feminine energy or you're a woman watching this, chances are you're spending a lot of time in rest and solitude right now. You may be sleeping a lot. I know, shoot. I know I do. I've been tired, okay? These 4 cards fell out of the deck on the floor, so I'm going to put these to the side. So I know I have been, and it may be that, energetically, it's some things that are happening in the spirit realm. So it's like there's a lot going on. I'm going to turn it to where you guys can see this. So there's a lot going on spiritually in the spirit realm, or what's happening, your angels or your spirit guides behind the scenes. I get this energy that you may feel like time is passing. And this is a funny thing, because I had this conversation with one of my sisters, one of my soul sisters, about this. Feeling like nothing's happening, like you're wasting time, sleeping life away, or just sleeping, period, and not really doing anything with this time. And really, this is where you need to be. Number 47, so that's 11. Yep, that's 11. Number 47. So this is the part of a process of your awakening. We always go through different series of awakenings, or evolution process, or a process of self-discovery. We go through different levels, okay? As they say, there's levels to this. So I feel like you're at this process right now, and I'm noticing in both cards where the woman seems to be resting, or these women seem to be resting, they're wearing purple garments. So this represents spiritual activity. So right now, those of you who are feminine energies or a woman watching, you guys may also be having a lot of spiritual dreams, a lot of premonitions, or a lot of lucid meanings, or lucid dreams and major meanings in your sleep. This is also a time to take care of yourself, or you already are doing that. You're taking care of yourself. You're trusting in the promise that whatever you've set out, whatever you're manifesting, is divinely protected and is coming to pass, and that you can rest in that. I do see that for some of you, there may be a if this is a masculine energy that's watching, or you're asking about a masculine energy, or a male watching, or you are asking about a male, there may be a woman that's on this masculine. It's like they're on their back literally, but energetically like on their back about something. And it's funny that in the background in the portraits is the strength card from this this artist. All of his strength cards, his versions of the strength card, are in the back, and in this deck there's a strength card in his deck that came out, and it's the very one here, right here in the top corner. So this, I feel like, represents a person. It could be someone dealing with a Leo, or it could be a third-party person that's a Leo in the strength card. So this represents something. If not a Leo, then it's the essence of Leo season or Lionsgate. This person is dealing with a lot of stress on their back, and it's more than likely connected to another person, another relationship perhaps, or people in general. And this can also represent the masculine energy supporting the feminine energy as well. And it could be happening on an energetic level. With number 9, I do see that someone is at their wit's end with a relationship. It's overbearing. They could be dealing with a controlling person. It's kind of like a chick that, or it could be a feminine guy, but it's like this person that whoever this feminine energy here is that's causing a stress and burden is like this sexy you know, chick with an attitude. I guess you can call it a baddie or a bad bitch type, you know, the hot girl type, the, you know, superficial, maybe has more than one dude. I feel like this is a person that has more than one person, or they know that they can have whoever they want. And I just get this demanding energy, like, oh, you, like this diva-esque attitude, like you owe me. It's like a goddess energy, but it's a low vibrational energy. It's like a stuck up, smart aleck, bitchy attitude that I get from this card. So yes, they are attractive, and they're physically attractive, and they do have it going on physically, and they know this, and they may even be using their sexual energy, because I get all these reds, and this looks like blood smeared on this card. It's weird, but it's actually her garment blowing in the wind, I guess, in the background, but it looks like blood. So this person is very, very shysty and kind of dark. But for some of you, this can represent the warrior in you as well. I'm getting different messages with these cards. This can represent the warrior in yourself. This looks like it looks like Orisha Oya. So I get this has something to do with Lionsgate energy. So there could be some support that the masculine energy, or your partner, if this is your partner, is giving to you in some form. But otherwise, I do also get the other meaning that it could be a woman that's causing a lot of stress and a lot of burden to them as you go through your awakening. This is like a peaceful time. So it could also be that if this is a person that you are with, you guys are directly together, whether you live together or you guys are in a relationship or bond together. I see this as like the feminine energy being more, or a female energy being more in tune with self and more focused on self, because they're going through a transformation. They're cleansing.
Did you text it to me?
They have a
Can it text it to me?
So sorry about that. I can't pause it and people interrupt. They just don't care. But anyway, with the Judgment card, I feel like this has something to do with a process of an awakening and cleansing the past energy. So this is happening perhaps during sleep, because this represents the dead being awakened. So there's a lot of sleeping and nurturing and the self, as this other person over here, they may also be healing as well with the King of Cups. This represents a masculine energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Scorpio, because you have 2 Scorpio cards with the Judgment and the 6 of Cups. So this can also represent clearing away the past in their own situations as well. Someone feels trapped. You have the Venus trap here, and here's that red. This is that deadly woman, and it's a person that, or it could just represent an individual that's like a distraction. This connection could be a distraction for the other party over here. I feel like this is masculine, what they're dealing with. So you could actually be a distraction without actually being in their life. You're not doing anything, but it could be that they're very focused on you, but it could also be that there's this other person here but as a distraction. And I feel like it is either or, because you have number 9 here and this is number 27. If you add that up, 2 and 7 is a 9 as well. So this all connects this here. But I do get this is more of being within self for the feminine energy versus this masculine. But we're going to go a little bit more deeper into individually where you guys are within yourselves. So let's start with your energy first. And I'm going to use the goddess, or I think it's the Sirens and Goddesses Oracle deck, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see where you are. Okay, got Kuan Yin with compassion, Aphrodite with self-love, Rhiannon, I think, with self-trust, and Pele with purpose. So this is where your focus is. Like, this is what you're doing. This is where your mindset is right now. So mentally you have compassion. So you're focusing on compassion, and I feel like it's the self, okay? And with others in your life. It doesn't have to just be solely about you. You have the 3 of Wands. So I get that you're having compassion for the journey, or having compassion for yourself along your journey of life, or the journey of love, or this relationship, or this connection. With Aphrodite, with self-love, you're loving on yourself. You're feeling, how you feel is that right now it's important to love yourself. With the 7 of Wands, and it may be a fight to do that for whatever reason. You may feel like you have to defend yourself to love yourself. You may have to deal with people that don't like this newfound you, or you standing in your power and saying that whatever, this is self-honoring, honoring the self, and other people may not agree with it. They may not like it. You might get some pushback. You might get some people that who have always had that control over you, seeking to still have that control. And I feel like you're breaking free from this control. I see a woman here. There's a woman with red hair, and self-trust is that right now you're being tested on you honoring yourself by listening to yourself and trusting how you feel, trusting your beliefs, trusting and standing in your guidance and your intuition. And I feel like this is a newfound love for self, or this is also you listening to how you feel in a way that it could be delivering or sending you intuitive insights. You could be receiving some sort of intuitive insights. And I also see that this is a test of courage. This is like a test. I'm also getting like the Disney movie Brave. So you're being guided to be brave, to follow through with self-trust and belief, because your trust has been broken so many times. Maybe you blame yourself for certain things that took place, or you feel like you made a mistake with certain people, or trusting or believing in certain people. So this is that act of healing I feel for you. So your stance is that you're focused on your purpose. You're focusing on where you're meant to be and where you're meant to go with the Knight of Swords. And I feel like this is charging forward with an aim, with ambition, with certainty, with knowing that it also could represent tunnel vision as well. And I feel like this represents guidance and following your guidance. Some of you will start to move in your life purpose and desire to help others. I'm seeing like crown chakra energy, or heart chakra energy. So it could be that a part of your passion is to help other people through love, or you know, starting to come into your life purpose or journey, or starting to feel like you have a purpose again if you felt like you were lacking in some sense. So that's what you're dealing with just in general. Let's see what they're dealing with in general. Then we're going to take a look at where you guys are with each other romantically and all that good stuff. Let's see, where is the other party with themselves at this time? Thank you. Okay, Shiva Destroyer, Hermes, communication. I don't know how to pronounce this one, but it's a shape-shifting. And Jade Emperor with organization. Okay, so I'm using the, I think it's Titans and Gods Oracle deck. So with this particular group right here, mentally they're focused on, I feel like cord cutting and releasing, because they know that they're going through a transformation. They're destroying the energies that no longer serve them. But for some, I get the vibe that some of them may be destroying themselves in some way. But let's see. Clarify all 4 cards. Faith card. Yeah, I feel like this is more so, they almost have all majors. But I feel like this is more so for those that are dedicated to letting go what does not serve them. And this could also be certain belief systems. They're learning to have faith and trust with themselves with the Hierophant card, which is the faith card in this deck. They're learning to have some sort of faith and belief in themselves. And whatever goes against that, so this can also be a destructive pattern that if anything shakes up their world and causes them to think differently or outside of the box or shake up some sort of fixed programming or beliefs, they may lash out. For some, you know, it could be stubbornness. It could be that this is connected to religion or tradition or culture. Not to say that they shouldn't stand firm on these things, but some aspects may not be serving them. But for others, I feel like this is them standing firm on their beliefs and not allowing people that are not of their highest good to knock them down. And this could be that they're also releasing commitments to things and people that don't serve them. With the communication card with the Lovers, which is interesting because the Lovers is Gemini card, and Gemini's ruling planet is Mercury, which is communication. So I feel that this represents, in their heart, they are desiring to communicate either with you, or they're desiring to communicate from their heart, to communicate in their truth. I feel like this person may have something to say as far as decisions that they want to make in their path, their journey, where they want to go. But I get that in their heart there's a desire to communicate, and it can also represent there's higher communication, telepathy that's either happening in the emotions, emotionally picking up on each other's energy, sending subliminal messages through social media, sending mind messages, coming in dreams. There's different forms of communication. So I feel like they might try this, or this is what they're desiring, or what's in their heart. So with the Wheel of Fortune clarifying this shapeshifter, their focus is on shifting their life. They know that they're changing, they're going through a metamorphosis, and it's a major shift. There's a lot going on in this person's life right now. They may feel like they have to wear different hats in different situations and circumstances. They may act one way with people at work. They may act one way with family or friends, or with you, or if there's a third party situation with you and somebody else. So there's a lot of different energies, and I feel like this person may also be tired of not being their authentic self, but they're going to learn that these different aspects do serve them in some way. In some cases it does not serve them, but this is also becoming their authentic self and embracing their difference, their multi-dimensional aspects of themselves. And it can also be that, again, they're going through this metamorphosis and they wish to change. They have a desire to change and change their environment, change internally. So that's what I'm seeing. With the Page of Wands, it came out in reverse. So the Page of Wands clarifying organization. I feel like this person may be a little bit anxious to, they may be anxious to implement certain things that their organization is kind of it's very frivolous, and it's very, it's not well planned. It's also, yeah, I feel like it's coming from a place of rushing and pushy and anxiousness. But I feel like I feel like they're desperate for a change.